bitch. Girls acting loose, fat girl acting snotty. Let it go, girl. Let it out, girl. Turn that ass like you came up out the south, girl.
And we're gonna have a peanut gallery to talk to. We're gonna be like, hey yo, Jay, you remember when we was out at the place doing the thing? And he gonna be like, yeah, y'all funny, but we're not crazy, y'all. We just imagining things. We're like, we were just having a nice little, kiki before we started recording. And it's like, this is what the people should be seeing. Mm-hmm. If we had like a team of people, So I'm speaking forth a team for us in the future. That's what we're praying for.
I'm putting the blessings out. Yeah.
But we back, y'all. We had tried to do this one time because I had a story and we're going to get into that story. So we're going to just go ahead and jump right into it. Welcome back to another episode of Black, Bougie, and Bout.
Where you're going to get real, raw, and rich conversation. Period. We might have
an intro. That's going to catch on. That's going to catch on.
Come on. Stay with us.
Come on. It's going to catch on with y'all. It's going to catch on with y'all.
I like it.
But let's get right into this story. So I was telling Jessica that I had met a guy at my job. And if you see this homeboy, I'm so sorry. But I mean this by no disrespect. But this is a learning lesson for somebody. And on this podcast, we like to educate. So I met this guy, sweet guy, nice guy. But there were a couple of red flags, a couple of things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Mm-hmm. One, he was 28 with 2 kids by 2 different baby mamas.
Okay.
All right. That means you active. Now, your oldest is 10 and your youngest is 4, but that means your swimmers is swimming.
His youngest is 10.
His oldest is 10.
And oldest is 10.
Youngest is 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's a decent dude. And I really didn't mind that at first, but then we started communicating more. And this is how you get to know people. So that was the first red flag. Second red flag was, again, I said he, works on HVACs and everything. And that's a good skill to have. You make good money doing that. Mm-hmm. But in the midst of our conversation, he explained to me that he going to try to make it to the G League, to the NBA. And I think that's cool. If you have been playing ball, this been your thing. But bro, you passed threshold. And I just don't understand why men have this issue with letting go of like being a rapper. You 45 still handing out your mixtape at the barbershop. Leave it alone. Let it go. Some dreams need to be deferred, okay?
The dream already deferred.
It dried up like a raisin in the sun a while ago.
Now, if you doing stuff, okay, here's what I think. People mostly get divorced because of money. It's not always for like lack of connection or, love. It's because life be lifing. And money does make a difference. Mm-hmm. So if you're letting your dream, take you away from like money making lanes, I feel like then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If that's your dream, I'm not the one to stop you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who get into shit late, but I don't know if that's
for me in my house.
That's for me in my house. I don't know if that particular dream is something that you should be pushing, but I know we both creative. So, basically communications is a creative major if you just want to keep it a book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we make money off of our personality, our likeliness, our voice, even editing and taking photos and video. Right. That's all a creative process. So I can't knock somebody else for being a creative. But I do think once you have children and you have a family, it's a way you might need to prioritize how you go about like making that dream come true for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can be a full-time dreamer when you have mouths to feed. True. You might have to do it part-time, or you might have to be able to like set yourself up a certain kind of way so you can, pursue that, to the fullest. But I don't think you can be stupid with it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's how I feel about that.
For some things, but for me, the whole athlete and rapper thing, I think that's still that whole mindset that Black men have been shown like this is the only way to be successful. Like this is how you really reach the pinnacle you are looking for. This is how you get the validation you looking for. And it's like there's so many more ways to make money, to be validated, to whatever the case may be, whatever you're looking for outside of sports. and outside of doing music. Or hell, if you want to do sports and music, why I don't see none of y'all trying to be no damn agents. Go be a damn agent. Why you gotta be the
True.
You are 28 and you barely made it out of high school, no offense. And you went to JUCO and maybe played a little bit, but you haven't played in who knows when with who knows who.
Yeah.
Like it's called common sense. And it's not to say like, oh, your dreams aren't special and you don't deserve to accomplish things. But sometimes you have to change your dreams. Like they're dreams. They can change, you know.
Right.
A dream has to become a goal.
I do think that dreams change just with life. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get to a certain point where your dream may evolve and you don't quite want it the way you thought you did or whatever the case. But I mean, some people could say us having a podcast is us like, you know, having a dream or whatever. It's only so many people that make it with that. And this is still a creative outlet. So like I try to be, you know, gentle with people, but at the same time, it's only a problem till it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as he obviously knows it's other ways he can make money because he's a certified HVAC person. So a lot of them make great money. Yeah. So he might be in a place where, you know, he can try out on the weekends and play in the game every now and then. I'm not mad at that. It's got to be how the things are going. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't never tell nobody like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing it. Unless you like daddy's little girls, like the man who's like Julia. I never make a fool of you. Once it gets to be down like that, then no, I'm not here for that. But right now, you got a little time, but it's time to like hone in and focus on what it is you really want. But I'm not even where I'm supposed to be at or have everything figured out. So I can't expect my man to, you know, have everything figured out too. I'm just being honest.
I agree. But that wasn't on the red flag, y'all.
Yeah.
The final thing for me was I explained to him, and I see this a lot online, this whole if women want a guy to do things for them or to maybe take them out or spend money on them, then that makes them a pimp. And I really don't think y'all understand what a fucking pimp is. Y'all do know a pimp is a person who sells another person's body to other folks. So that means that it ain't got nothing to do with the stuff he giving her. It's what she's giving other people and what he's getting from those people in return in exchange for her. Right. So I'd be very confused as to why if I want a guy to take me out on a date, that means I want a pimp. Or if I've been fucking you for 5 months and I ask you, can you go get my oil change? That makes you a pimp. Like, to me, I don't think that I should be opening my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit up to you. And you ain't willing to do little basic stuff that I might need. Yeah. And vice versa. I mean, like men getting with women, like if that girl don't want to do shit for you, every time you ask her to do something, you don't need to be fucking with her.
So I wonder, is it that men, you know how like when you require something of somebody, it feels like, I don't know, like a chore or something. You know, like when you know your mother wants you to do something and it's like, oh God, I don't want to, you know, because I know that's on my list of things. I wonder, is it that? You know what I'm saying? I can't understand. I ain't never talked to nobody who wouldn't get out of bed for me, so I can't relate. I'm just being honest.
I mean, look,
any nigga I ever talked to,
I never wanted nothing from nobody, so I think that was like my thing because just the way my mom is. You know, she ain't really been dating nobody. I did not grow up seeing niggas around, like, period. Like it's been. I grew up in an all female household. So it's like I'm already hyper independent. So I was already like a late bloomer. Probably when I met Jessica, I was like, oh, niggas supposed to do stuff for me? Like I really like, she probably can tell you, like I really like my mind didn't, I just like, I didn't think that I was supposed to ask somebody or I had the space to ask somebody to do something for me. And when you realize that shit is very eye-opening because it actually helps you weed out a lot of niggas because it show you a nigga true colors before you even really get to know him. Because to me, again, if I'm having sex with you on a regular basis and like we've been doing this for a while now and you're not willing to do shit for me, to me that's some fucked up shit.
Well, I think it's got to be mutual respect too, because I feel like men only do stuff like that for people who they want to do it for, who they like. So like, And most men, if they like you, they want to be like the hero.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want to step in and help you. Like no man that likes you and respects you is gonna let you ride around with a flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not no good man. Mm-hmm. At that, you know what I'm saying? So one thing about it is, one, we need to start picking better men, mm-hmm. and two, we got to stop laying up with people who we know that's not our relationship. Because you can't tell him, oh, just because we having sex, you ought to be able to do this and do that and blah. It's like we ain't together, or we only see each other when we laid up, mm-hmm. or we only talk about certain things.
You need to lay that out before that's y'all start having sex. That's what you're expecting. When you
I think it's unsaid though. Like that's what I'm saying. Anybody I ever talked to was like, "Oh dang, your tire's flat. You need me to handle that for you."
But we can't assume. In 2022, I've learned that you can't assume that somebody is on the same wavelength, like brain, the way you thinking.
Yeah.
So it's like communication. That's why I tell niggas up front. If I'm fucking you, then this is what comes with that. This is what is entailed with
I think that's a lot sometimes when you first meet somebody.
Well, then you don't need to be fucking me. And there's a plethora of pussies out there.
Yeah, I think that probably because I think I sounded like a beep or something.
It was a buzz. It's a weather.
But I was like, what kind of phone is in here?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they probably. That sounds relationship like, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think you have to work up to a certain, you know what I'm saying? Just
but
like
as you get asking for pussy.
I mean, nah, but we ain't working up to getting it to them either.
But what I'm saying,
you see what I'm saying?
But no, what I'm saying is, if you bold enough to sit here and say, ask me on the first day, you like getting your ass ate. Why can I not be bold enough to say, well, if you trying to eat my ass, this is what I'm mm-hmm. expecting. Like when I have sex with people, this is what I expect.
I mean, I don't think it's too bold. I'm just saying, like, you know, there are certain like levels, mm-hmm. and I feel like men just aren't. They already don't even want to take you on a regular date. Let's
put a pin in that.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is a park date? If one more motherfucker suggests that we go,
somebody else.
I've had two now. If one more person suggests that they take my grown ass to the free ass, open ass, regular ass park on the first date.
So when they say that, what do you say?
I say on the first date? Question mark.
And what they say?
Well, you know how I mean. I try to like take a girl out first. You know, the first time we try to catch a vibe, and I try to fill her out. You know, and see how things go. And I say, what happened to regular dates, like movies, bowling, and dinner or whatever? And they be like, I mean, well, the last time I took a girl out to dinner, she had got to dinner, and I had never heard from her again. So now I don't do that no more. Like I just try to catch a vibe first and fill her out.
So then you need to say, I'm sorry she hurt you.
I don't even say that. I say I ain't going to no motherfucking
you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry she hurt you. But as for me and my ass, I'm not going to no part. So we gonna, I don't like the part. I don't do outside. I don't do bugs. It's hot as fuck outside. So all of those things. But maybe we can do something else. Or, block and move on. My block game is very strong. This is
actually a topic that we were going to talk about. First date etiquette.
My block game is very strong. So, you might need to just stop talking to folks. Once people say stuff like that to me, I'll be like...
It's a turn off. To me, like...
It's not going to work.
Have you ever been talking to a guy and, like, you probably thought he was, like, actually fine, like, or maybe really attractive and cute. Mm-hmm. And he said some shit, and it's like your coochie dried up.
Niggas talk themselves out of pussy all the time.
It's almost immediate. As soon as he say it, you like... You were so fine.
Yeah, like
you were so fine. That's how I feel about most of y'all niggas. Y'all really like talk yourselves out of fucking with me. It's like really, y'all be like, oh, you hate men and you got attitude and you got trauma and you mad and you. I'm like, nah. I come in wanting to have sex with you already. It's almost like when you go to school, you start off with that A, but if you continuously keep failing tests, guess what you gonna have at the end of the semester? A F. Y'all niggas keep failing the test. So you end up getting blocked or deleted, or you get a be blessed. I've been hitting a lot of people with that. Be blessed. That's be blessed. Peace and blessings. So
however you want to get it. Just block him and move
First
on.
date etiquette.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm very glad I'm not dating. Like,
no, if you got a nigga or a woman,
openly dating,
or if you have a man, a woman, or whatever you like, however float your boat, keep them. I'm telling you, I don't care what y'all going through. Don't, unless he beating on you or something, or they beating on you or something, then you leave. But if it's just like y'all arguing a little bit and you mad because homeboy keep leaving the toilet seat up and he don't never want to put that down, or Miss Mamas don't like to really cook for real, but everything else is cool, keep them. I am telling you, it is. Getting choked up thinking about it. It is Hunger Games out here, y'all. It is not. I don't want to be tribute. I want to go back because it's trash.
Yeah,
it's trash.
It's very ghetto.
It's trash. Like, I never in my life thought that I would have to explain first date etiquette, like first date shit to anybody. Like, what happened to how we watch, what's that movie? Love Jones, or like even like when you watch a show like Good Times or a Cosby Show or something that was pre-2000s. When the guy would take the girl on a date, he came to the house. He brought flowers. He dressed nice. He put on his best behavior on that first date. And it's like, now niggas don't even want to woo you no more. They don't even want to pull the wool over your eye. They show up as the ain't shit nigga.
I mean, but that means we need to just go on and leave him where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Leave him right where it's at. You know, when people come to you with mess, just leave them alone. I
mean, yeah, but it's a plethora. But you don't know. You don't even know and see. So it's like it's toxic. It's in the water. All my single people know. Like, it's not. Just stay with whoever you with, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. So we're talking about first date etiquette, and if you stay tuned, we're gonna be talking about this on another episode too.
Yes,
with the fellas.
Yes.
But just what Albany said. What happened to the romance? Okay, this is what I think, because we said this before on here when we've talked about Valentine's Day and stuff. A lot of men, they don't.
If you say they don't know,
they don't know.
I'm throwing these niggas.
No, they know.
These niggas know.
I think they had the capability, but they don't come right out the gate. I don't think a lot of men coming right out the gate with that. And then also, they might not be coming out the gate for that with you yet. You know what I'm saying? I think women and men, or I think rather like women have to understand that men don't think like us. We're totally different. Like, if you want to date a woman and she do that, you might need to do that.
I don't like coochie.
You see what I'm saying?
I seen it.
Like, women, that's what we think. Like, we've been growing up watching movies and playing with dolls. Niggas been outside scraping their knees and jumping off the sofa and like playing 4K or something, like Fortnite or
not
whatever.
4K.
I don't even know.
They playing TV screens.
You know what I'm saying? They playing TV screens. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't value those kind of things like us. So you can't ask people who don't give a fuck about that kind of stuff to just all of a sudden meet you and like doves and flowers and music plays.
Doves and flowers.
No, I'm saying you can't ask them to be like, oh shit, I know what I'm gonna do for her. Like, they don't think about stuff like that.
You can't say, ooh, I see a nice looking girl. Or,
but this is what I'm saying.
Her booty fat. Let me take her to the bowling alley so I can try to finesse.
I don't know if men think that.
Like, goddamn, y'all ain't got no.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think men have to build connection with people. I think because a lot of men, even if you meet them on dating apps, if you just like having a little one-off conversation and y'all get their number, a nigga gonna ask you to come over and chill. He don't know you. He don't know you. So you gotta say, I don't really want to do that. Why don't we do this? Like, I feel like men have to get to know you. I don't know. And that's how I feel.
Can we, first of all, let me be clear, and I'm gonna make sure.
Even when I say
doing that,
stop asking women to come to your house.
Just fucking met.
Yeah,
like, I'm talking about within the first week of meeting them, because you ain't known nobody. Really, honestly, they still ain't known you long enough. But that shit is nerve-wracking, and it's kind of predator-ish. When I meet you, and within 5 hours, you like, oh, let's link up and watch a movie at my place. I'm not fucking coming over there. I don't know you.
Yeah, stop asking, and we have to stop saying yes.
And
also,
don't let these niggas come to your place.
Like
either.
if you on the kind of time where you just want to like, you know, get what you need out of that nigga, then do you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said if you're gonna be out here having a city girl summer, take your chair, sis. Because if you the kind of girl that gets tired of that and you know you getting your feelings, then you don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be point blank. Hey, I don't want to go to the park. I'd rather go here and get drinks, or maybe we can go somewhere and go out to eat, or whatever. If he say no to that, then block his ass and move on. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really come in contact with a lot of crazy shit because block next. I don't know, block next. Thank you, block next. I have 2 kids, block and next. I'm for the G League. Oh, block and next. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I be trying to listen to Herb, if you see this, you told me wrong. Because you said to get these niggas be open-minded. It's getting me fucked up. What a man say, they got me fucked up. Ooh, niggas got me fucked up.
I love her.
Not today, not the one. Fucked up. Ooh, niggas got me fucked up.
But I'm not the one. But yeah, I don't think that men get out, like jump out the gate. They don't jump off the porch like.
Well, they jump off the porch for that pussy. Asking for pussy out the gate too. Creepy behavior. Yeah. Creepy. To me, if y'all want to fuck some of that bad, go get a prostitute.
See, this is the thing. We say that, but it's women out there that's going for that.
Well, that's
why they have the audacity to do it. Like, it's another girl out there who be like, the park, oh shit, I never done that. Let's do that. It's somebody out there that's going for it. So, like, that's why I feel like they have the nerve to do it.
A park bitch.
He don't know you.
You see the pictures on my Instagram. You see the pictures.
Nobody
do I look like our freaking somebody's outdoors?
He doesn't know you.
How would he ask you?
What if by looking at your Instagram, where do you think he's supposed to take you?
Anywhere but the fucking park.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know you.
Anywhere but the fucking park. Ain't no park pictures on that timeline. And usually by the time a nigga asks me out to go somewhere, we've had a conversation of, what do you like to do? What are you interested in? And the nigga still proceeds to say, I'm gonna take you to the park. And I say I like movies, bowling, shopping, traveling, maybe go every now and then getting a drink with my friends at the bar. Like, those are things I say I like to do. Ain't none of that had to do with going to no park.
I don't really know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell myself either.
It's never happened to me. I ain't never had nobody say,
I think it's because
let's go to the park.
You got out the game right before this. You got out the game before Amazon came out with these new group of niggas. Like, during the pandemic, I think it was something. I don't know if it's the vaccine, if it was the ones who got COVID, who didn't get COVID. I don't know. But it's something that has happened in the last about 3 years. For real.
I have never been on a first date to a park. Who does that?
I've never been on a first date to a park.
This is the thing. If y'all both like parks, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, if y'all both do like nature and that's like how y'all met and y'all connected from some nature shit, and they say, oh, let's go to the parks and get. I don't give it, like, sure. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, so I'm not shitting on the park. It's just not my perfect first date. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not an outdoorsy girl. Yeah. And like I said, it's hot. We live in Alabama. Yeah. I'm a black girl with edges. I've used natural deodorant. It's hard to tell bugs. The park is not gonna be for me.
Not the first
but
day.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you do a date down the line at a park, why don't you do one of the things where they like set up the charcuterie board and like have balloons and like make it cute and tell me to dress up or something. That kind of stuff. But even that, I don't think all men think of that right off the bat. You might have to send a nigga an Instagram video and be like, ooh, ain't that cute? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is the levels of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the bare bones of people is you have to like find a nice guy, like find a guy that likes you, respects you, and then you can kind of work on the gift shit later. Because it's hard to find somebody that you even just like. Like, it's hard to find somebody that you can even just talk to. And that you want to get married, that you can even just like do life with. So the park shit don't bother me. We'll figure that out later. let me make sure you got all of like the important shit first. That's what I'm talking about. Like, can we actually like vibe or whatever? Because if we can vibe, it don't matter where the fuck we go. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
But you don't get to know nobody. They have no idea what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But how am I supposed to get to know him if I can't even make it?
Just say, hey, I don't really do the park. Where else would you like to go?
But
if he be like, oh shit, all the other girls, I hate that for you.
Yeah. And now y'all see why I ain't in no parks. Because that ain't for me. So if y'all see this, I'm sorry that I'm talking about y'all. But I told y'all I don't like going to no damn parks. And y'all knew I had a podcast when you met me still.
Or make it like a little picnic or something.
But I don't think that's a first date thing. Like, I think
that's very intimate.
Yeah, I think picnics are like, we've been dating for a while. Or
I think a picnic is intimate.
Like, again, take a bitch bowling. Damn. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think it's a very simple thing. And it's like
an active date.
You tell niggas left and they gonna always go right. And that's what I'm realizing. So I don't know. I don't know. Moving on to the next. Let's go ahead and talk about
I was about to say, let's talk about that text message where old boy. Shout out to you, Shay.
Oh yeah.
Because first of all, you inspired this whole segment. Yeah. But she posted a picture on her story where homeboy was like it wasn't gonna work out with the girl because she ate her whole salad when they went out to eat on the first date.
At least she made it to a date. But damn, now you can't eat.
And then it's a salad. It's a salad.
She ate all her croutons.
It's a salad.
I don't know what's going on or what's in the water, but y'all niggas are cheap and broke and sassy. Okay? Y'all niggas act so like, let me not say that. Y'all just be acting so like nitpicky about everything and acting like y'all shit don't stink, but be the most shittiest and stinkiest ones of the damn bunch.
I'm just mad at like, first of all,
because what did he even fucking look like? What do you look like while you judging how much motherfucking salad I put in my body?
He said that he meal preps and he feels like she'll be overweight soon.
I don't know nobody who eat all their salad that's fat.
Cause
that's all they eat. Salad. First off, she did you a favor by getting the damn salad on the date because I ain't never went to no date and I ain't never got no salad.
And I was thinking,
I've been on a date, but I ain't never get no.
You know how sometimes like you get the starter salad and then you have your entree or something. So I'm thinking like, even if it's that, is she not supposed to eat her whole salad? Like,
why are you? I've never heard. First
that's
of all,
so crazy.
Why are you clocking how much food she put in her mouth?
That's so crazy to me. I was literally so weak, and I was talking about this with Kelly, the lady you met last time at work, and she was so weak, and she said one of her homeboys, like one of her friends or whatever, was talking to her and said that he stopped talking to a lady because when they went on their first date, she ate 3 rolls. And he was like, who the fuck does that? And
I real deal, when I hear men like that, I really want to be like, put down your pants. Let me see how big your dick is.
Yeah, it got to be big.
No, I just
you don't be talking that much shit.
You gotta have a big old nasty Peter Western between your legs because who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Yeah,
if I want to eat all these rolls, I'm gonna eat them.
Now it's crazy because on one end I always see where guys be like, just like you said, oh, I took a girl out and she ate and then she never called me back or whatever. Or they'll say like she doesn't eat all the food and we went to an expensive restaurant. Yeah. And so that's why I was like perplexed by this because I'm like,
that's why I said
now you can't even eat salad.
They so sassy.
What if our girl was hungry and she didn't eat before she came on a date with you? That's a real thing. Sometimes I don't eat. I don't want my stomach to look a certain way before
and you want to give them the silhouette.
Yes.
And so you ain't gonna blow.
So you hungry, basically. What if our sister's on a meal plan too?
Yeah.
How you know?
That's just wild.
Wow.
That's wild.
A salad.
I stuck on 3 rolls.
And then that motherfucker turned his song on D&D. That's some bitch made shit.
Sassy.
That's some bitch made shit.
That's crazy because now not only do we gotta worry about the rest of the shit we've been worrying about, now you gotta be like, damn, do this nigga think I'm eating enough or not too much?
Right. I gotta be like, hey, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I'm getting ranch dressing. Is that okay for
First
you?
of all, I ain't no salad eating bitch unless it's a appetizer type deal.
Man,
when I go to a restaurant, I get a meal.
I ain't never been one of those girls that be like, you know what? I'm on a date. Let me do right. The only thing I may not do is like I might not get something. This is just period when I'm about to eat, but I might not get something to eat with my hands because I know, like, you know, with nails and stuff.
You gonna be
stuff under your, you know what I'm saying? I might do stuff like that, but or I might not get a burger, you know, if I gotta eat with my hands. But anything else, I'm gonna eat it.
What they say? I'ma eat it.
One thing about me, I'm finna tear it up.
Why am I gonna act like I don't eat? Because if we continue to do this and we continue to go out, you're gonna see me be a fat ass at some point. So you might as well figure that shit out from day one.
And then too, okay, one thing I also don't like, and I know everybody on a budget nowadays, but sometimes, like, okay, when I go out to eat by myself, I get exactly what I want. Yeah, I'm getting a drink. I might get a appetizer, try some. I'm gonna try something new. I might look at a dessert menu and just take it home. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't do that with you, I feel like, ugh, God, this is hard.
Yeah, I just told somebody that earlier today. I said, like, if you can't do the shit for me that I can already do for myself, I don't see.
Because even my friends and I, when we go out, we're drinking. Oh, let's get shots. Girl, let's try this appetizer. Like, oh, let's get this. You get that, I'm going to get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls eat. Yeah. I don't know if y'all know, but all these little TikTok pages and stuff where girls be cooking in the kitchen, that's real. Women eat. Yeah.
I literally went through 3 bags of chips last week. Full bag. I be eating. And if you like me and you participate in certain things, you really be eating. So,
man. That's crazy.
I'm hungry right
now. Let's go on.
Okay, there's another thing we saw on Instagram. It was a 2-parter, but I really just want to focus on the first part because I have experienced this, but I never experienced this. It was small, but it wasn't that damn small. I don't think not micro. But could you love a man who had everything you wanted? But he had a micro penis. And if you don't know what a micro penis is, it's like a really, really small penis.
Now, come to find out, too, this was actually a woman, right?
Yeah, it was a trans man.
Yeah, it was a trans man. And let me say something right now, right here, okay? Stop that shit.
I mean, eventually, but you should have told them probably up front.
Tell people what the hell going on.
Yeah.
Okay?
But micro penises are real.
Hell, you about need to disclose that too.
But how do you know? How would you know? No, I mean for real. Cause most niggas, I was just talking to a nigga about this the other day. I said, cause he was like, yeah, I got this baby on. I'm like, let me see. Show me. Did you got a baby? He like, I don't send pic. What's this? Shut the fuck up. Cause every nigga say he got a big old thing, and it hang low, and it touch the back of the walls, and you're gonna be screaming, and then you get in there and you see it, and it be regular. So
most niggas who say they don't send pics don't have it. Cause niggas that do got it, baby, they be ready. They ready. So let's talk about that, okay? If he starts saying that,
I'm a grown man. I don't. That's some high school.
You already know what you're working with, sis.
That's some high school.
Just saying.
Shit. Okay.
Just saying. Micro? Absolutely not. No. What is we gonna do?
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think we talked about this on this podcast before. I am a size queen. I'm not about to be with nothing under probably 6 inches. I'm gonna keep it a book. And sorry if you take offense to this because you don't fit that club. You ain't got a wristband, so you can't get in. That's just what I like. That's what I prefer. But there's some women, I hear it all the time. They like smaller penises. That's for them.
I do hear women say that. For some people, I mean, honestly, for a lot of women, it's more about girth or it depends on how your vagina working. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what.
I just like the way they look.
What makes you get your rocks off? I do like the way
it's something about a big old.
Yeah.
Let me not get to this. Gotta go on YouTube.
It's a boy on Instagram, Father God. But all he posts.
Bolo. Is it Bolo?
No.
Oh.
But he an influencer, but the thing is too, and all he posts,
that thing, he's an influencer.
That,
oh my!
That thing famous. Okay, he got a sponsorship. But all he posts is stuff like that, and it's like he always at home. Who is it? With like, I gotta find him.
You ain't talking about Orion. Hey, Orion.
No. After I saw them eat that watermelon, sometimes I'd be like,
it was a time. But then I saw that naked video, and I was like, he got a nice body. His skin looks so. I love when men look like they have soft skin, and they got like a nice cute booty.
Yeah. Nah, I can't remember his name, and I had to find it later. I'll send it to you. But all his content is like him at home, and it, like he might have on shorts or like whatever. But it's, and so it's like in the camera. Yeah.
Y'all know what y'all be doing.
Brightens my day when I see.
Yeah, I can't do no little pee. I once knew a guy. He had no micro penis, but he's such a good dude. Like legit gonna make somebody a really happy wife one day. Like he's such a good like when I tell you the type of nigga that I said change your oil on your car, he gonna come help you off the side of the road. But that thing, it was just too little. It was too little for me, like I said. So I had to dip on them, and I really did try to look beside it, but I'm just too shallow.
They be saying on Facebook that the little dicks get you pregnant.
Well, I'm not gonna find out.
That's what they say.
I'm not gonna find out.
That's what
because I can't. That's why I asked. I want to see it before we even get there, because what I don't want to is like we get in this situation and now we in the bedroom and you pull up. Now I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm good on this.
I ain't gonna lie, it's
like, cause I will do that.
It's kind of fucked up, but like, yeah, I get it. I do wish we all knew, but hell, at the end of the day, niggas say the same thing about us too. You know, niggas want to see us ungirdled and unmakeuped and unweaved and all the things. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about all that shit is that's something we can change.
Y'all can't change your.
You can't do nothing about that. Yeah. Now you can nowadays. You got your money together. You probably
they can like choose steroids in or something.
Is that healthy?
They don't lengthen it though. They don't help it. That just makes it fat. You just gonna have a.
And see, now you don't want no small.
You gonna have what is it called? Yeah. The white people call it a chode. Where it's not long.
Oh, what?
It's wide.
White people, y'all words. I don't.
For real, I heard when I was in like middle school, they call it a chode.
That's
white
nasty.
People. If you watching this, comment below and tell me.
Ain't no watching. I hope
not. You might have some black and bougie white people. I'm shallow. Because to me it's like if you can't eat pussy, we can work on that. You know, we can. Yeah. But what's gonna save you is having a big thing. But if you got a little thing, and then you might not be able to.
I wonder what, like, realistically, what's the percentage of people having like big dicks?
Oh, big ones? I don't know. I think the average size of the male penis is like 5.5.
Because I think there's probably more small ones out there than we know.
Yeah, because I think a lot of men are in denial too. You know, most men ain't gonna be like, yeah, you know, I got a little dick, but this little dick is gonna go hard though. It's gonna give you what you need. they don't be honest like that. They gonna be like, yeah, all the girls I fuck, you know, they was walking funny after, and then you know
what they say.
She was walking funny after. You know, niggas man. Oh shit, when I go to the bathroom, I shit hit the toilet seat. I be having to move that shit out the way. Man, y'all be lying like that.
I don't know about that.
I gotta see the whole fact.
Micro sounds scary. Like micro is
like literally like smaller than this.
How they peeing?
They ain't got nothing to do with your bladder size. It still got a hole in it.
Yeah, I
it's still a penis. It's just. I'm sorry, we ain't trying to talk about you if you got a micro penis, because I think that's actually a disorder, so I apologize.
That's a condition.
It's a condition. I hate that you experienced that, but I'm gonna give you some of the best advice you probably gonna ever receive. If you got a little thing like that, you better eat some of the best whatever you like to eat. Okay? From the rooter to the tutor and back again. That's the best advice I can give you. Cause damn. But it couldn't be me. Moving on. Let's talk about. We kind of talked about readjusting your dreams at the beginning. Okay, let's get down to some juicy kind of in depth topics.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you hold a grudge against, and if so, what do you think is holding you back and keeping you from moving on from that situation or that person?
Okay, as a Taurus, okay, let's go there. I do forgive, but I don't ever forget. Okay. What that TikTok say? You'll never get the chance to treat me like a piece of shit again.
Oh,
that old lady.
Yeah.
That's me. So, yeah, I don't know if I just have any grudges against anybody. There's definitely some people out there who, like, if I was to see them, I don't fuck with them. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if grudge is the thing. Like, I have if I see them, it's on sight kind of energy for them. I don't know if I have that, but if I saw them and we was out and they got ran over, would I stop and call the police? No.
Damn. I ain't gonna say that by nobody.
I'm sorry. I know people like to be like, oh, that's so mean. You should do the right thing.
I'll probably still call
them niggas. They should have did the right thing.
I ain't gonna let nobody down on my watch because I don't want to be liable. If somebody
they ain't down on my watch.
Well, I'm saying you don't know who might have seen you at the location, and I don't wanted to come back. That I just sped off.
Hell, they saw me seeing them. They should have called the damn police.
They probably was the one. That's why they killed them.
Good. I'll be a witness. They did. They knocked the hell out of them.
People I would not stop at.
No,
like raining, pouring down, hailing outside.
If they was on fire, I wouldn't spit. You'd get no water from me.
As the old folks say, if they was on fire, I wouldn't piss on them.
I wouldn't piss on them.
I wouldn't piss on them.
And that's too much water. I wouldn't spit. What that man say? Get on. Yeah.
I don't have. Now that I like, and I was telling Jessica, I don't got no grudges against nobody. But there's one person, and she might know who she is. I don't care. But I was bullied in high school.
She watched this?
I don't know. I mean, I ain't seen her in the views, but I know she might. I don't know. Hey, thank you for the views. Shout out to you. You helping me out. But there was this young lady who bullied me in high school because I've grown past it, and I did some fucked up shit at the very, very beginning, and I realized that I ignited the fire. But again, because it was some little high school. You in high school and you date somebody, y'all switch boyfriends every other week. So, it's just, she was dating somebody, then I ended up talking to them while they were dating. She got mad, but you don't know people crazy when you do stuff to them. Yeah. And she was insane. So, she vandalized my house and my car. She used to follow me to class. Like after I got out of class, she'd be waiting for me at my class. She would follow me to my car till I left campus. She would just terrorize me. She would bully me online, just say shit all on my Instagram. It was bad. And I just come from, my mom is not the fighting type. So I know y'all probably watching me damn, why you just bust her in the face? I just wasn't raised like that. My mama raised me to be you gotta love people. We're all God's children, and you gotta pray for people. You don't know what people going through, and that's what was that. But her, I ain't got nothing for her. I ain't got nothing for her. I still cause she stayed sometimes being best friend because her family, is the couple times I've seen her post high school. It's almost like I automatically tense up. I'm already walking. If something happened, I'm here. And I look at her. So she see me. So I see you, see me, see you. And I'm letting you know, But that's the only person. Only because some people owe you your one. And I'm grown now. I ain't living under my mama's house no more. I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's just that on that.
See, my mom is the kind of person where she couldn't find out that something like that was happening to me, and I wasn't standing up for myself. You know how some parents be if you get in a fight and you lose, so I'm gonna whoop your ass too. That's the kind of parents I had.
Yeah, no, my Lavetta was not doing that. She was not doing that.
And I've never gotten into a fight before, but all the times that shit was brought to me, I never backed down because I could not go home and tell my mama like, oh, I didn't say anything. My mama would be like, oh, really? So it just never happened that we actually did it. But you know, at Ramsey, I never had, and didn't nobody fight at Ramsey. We probably had 2, maybe 3. Like 3 was like a lot. Fights a year, you know what I'm saying? And the times where stuff like that were happening to me was like in Hudson Middle, but nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them girls was a lot of talk, and once they saw that you was like with the shit too, and they didn't expect you to be like that, they would back down. They probably was like, "Oh shit, she crazy." Yeah, whatever. So
see, I didn't learn that until probably I got 18. Once I went to Howard, that's when I started finding my voice and becoming more confident and all that. But you met my mama. She ain't like
your mom's very
she
sweet.
gives off I'm not gonna swat a fly. Like she just very you know, whatever you need, I'll be there, love you, I'm your mom. Like just real sweet lady. So it's like that's how she was. She was just like, you gotta turn the other cheek. You gotta learn to, you know, pray for people and all this stuff. So that's how I was in high school. But like I said, now if somebody did all that shit to me, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, I would pray for you after the whooping.
I'm not praying for you. I'm just gonna beat your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got
Maybe
no prayers
pray
for you. Because if you doing all that shit at our big old age, you obviously got the demon in you.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody in my adult life has done anything to me where, and I bind it up right now. Let's knock on some wood. But nobody in my adult life has done anything to me where I feel like it was that kind of a like situation that left me scarred. So I can't say that I feel a way about anybody right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people who I was talking about earlier were just former employers, former bosses who were just, you know, not great people. And we talk about that on here all the time. Yeah. But any other thing than that, I've never had anybody do something like bad to me where you know they on my bad side like that.
Yeah, and even like in the case of like somebody who might be watching this who knows like I don't really have a relationship with my dad. I don't hold no grudges really against him because I realized that before I was born he was who he was, and after you talk to people who know your parents, like your parent know your parents before you was born, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together and you like hear stories and you learn things. My daddy was always a crazy motherfucker, like so. I don't fault him for being who he is. Like, as much as I'm like, oh, okay, it would have been nice to have him around for him to do things. I also am very grateful that he wasn't around because of how fucked up he is.
It could have been worse.
Because I could have been fucked up. So ain't no telling who I would have been, how I would have been, how I thought, what I would have been in the world, who I would have been as a person if he was around. So I'm grateful that he thought it was best for him not to be around because he felt like he was fucked up. I don't know what his reasonings were, but I don't hold no grudges. I wish him well. I love him from a distance. That's that shit you got to do from a distance, like a distance.
So I guess that kind of go into our next topic because we were gonna ask, how's your relationship with your parent of the opposite sex, and how has it influenced the way you treat potential mates? So you don't talk to him at all.
I have not seen him since I was 13, and I probably have not really like spoken to him since I was like really truly talked to him. Maybe since I was probably like 14, 15, so at least 10 years.
He don't ever try to reach out.
He has. I blocked him. But again, that's called protecting my peace. But that's only because I know y'all probably like, you need to give him a chance. He probably tried to know. I think he reached out to me once when I went away to college, and then every time I talked to him, and it's been 3 different occasions where he reached out, and I started the conversation, and he started trying to talk about my mama crazy, and I'm not. Yeah, because that's not what we here to talk about. Like, what I'm not finna do is sit here and listen to you tell me how my mama brainwashed me and lied to me and told me all these things when I vividly remember everything that you have done and how you have acted and how you treated me and things that you did that had nothing to do with my mother. So it's like I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you about that. Now, if you want to call me and apologize and have a real man to woman, father to daughter conversation, I'm open. But that's not what he was trying to do. And then I think the final straw was, I think back in like 2018, 2019, I sent him a happy Father's Day text. This nigga didn't even respond. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. it's just like, I think it's best that he's not around.
Yeah.
But how it affects my relationship with men, I know it makes things harder because I've had to learn a lot of lessons later in life.
Yeah,
with dealing
on your
with
own.
me. Yeah, on my own, because just because of the type of woman, even my mom tells me, she's like, I didn't date no whole lot of people. I ain't do all that. I just wasn't that type of girl. So like, I didn't get any dating advice. I didn't get any guidance. Nobody really told me this is how a date's supposed to go. So that I really based it off of TVs and movies and talking to my friends.
Yeah.
So it has been a challenge. And I do think I somewhat not looking men to be like my caretaker, but I think that is something that like a quality that I like. Like I like men who handle things because I've never had that. So when a man comes around and he does that,
yeah,
it's like that. Okay, that's when I really be like, okay, maybe good guys do exist.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think to a certain degree, we all have a little baggage, and we all, depending on how your relationship is with your dad, we have daddy issues. Because like for a long time, I never would consider myself like to have daddy issues, because I felt like that's something you had if your dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But since my dad was there, I didn't think of it like, oh, I have daddy issues. But until I got into my relationship and I started dating, that's when the truth slapped me in the face. Hello, the truth with an L. Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think once you start having to confront like issues within yourself, and like somebody actually tell you about yourself, and you have to be like, oh shit, maybe I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why do I do that? That's when I feel like I started to confront more of my daddy issues. Like my dad and I have a great relationship now. I feel like when I was a child, it wasn't the best, and that's because my dad worked a lot. He worked a lot. He was in the military, and then he worked kind of like overnight too. So there's just a lot of times where he wasn't at home. And I've talked about this on here before, but when he was at home, my mother and father argued all the time. They had a very like kind of tumultuous relationship. So and I was the only child until I was 9. So a lot of the times I would just try to like be in my room, like away from all of that, or like, I was trying to make sure everything I did was like good, so I wouldn't get in trouble. Because my dad was also very stern. He was very like big on structure, like making the bed I had to make my bed every day. Just certain things, like he kind of like ruled with an iron fist. If that makes sense. So I think sometimes that's why I'm very like black and white about a lot of things, because I was raised by a Capricorn and a Virgo. My dad is a Capricorn, my mother is a Virgo. So it's like everything has to be perfect, and if it's not, they gonna chew your ass out. So like, I don't know. I think
my mother is nothing like an Aquarius. The more I think about it, she has no Aquarius tendencies. Like most Aquarius, well, let me take it back. She might have Aquarius women's tendencies. I'm basing that on Aquarius
men. But my once my parents got divorced, I think that's when my dad and I actually got closer, because I think we had to have certain conversations, and not like, I don't know, but I feel like the divorce was kind of a humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? He had to move out and do his own thing. And if you a child of divorce, that time when you finally like go to your dad's spot, like versus like how y'all been living at home.
My dad first moved out my house, he had the last 2-bedroom apartment. Okay.
And see, my dad moved back in with my grandma, his mom. And so he was just staying downstairs. But when he finally got his house, my sister and I, we both had our own rooms. But there's like literally nothing in my dad's house. Like, and all his decorations were like brown. It was like,
or the food in the fridge even be different. Like your mom make sure she get all your favorite snacks, your favorite drinks. Your dad, it's bread, mayo, and bologna.
And that's it. And my daddy would have like Sprite. He loves Sprite and like, Mountain Dew or something. He might have some chips, something like that. But he ain't no food in there. And so he would buy stuff if he knew we was coming. But then if he he would cook dinner if he knew he wanted to cook dinner, but if not, we was going to eat. Period. And so, I just think it's gotten better the older that I've got. I understand my dad more. I realize I'm more like my dad than I'm like my mom. Like me and my dad, I feel like sometimes we be here. You're like, and it's crazy because when I was younger, I thought he was so mean, but like now I understand a lot of, or I kind of get why he did a lot of things. But yeah, I think as it pertains to how it affects me with my relationships, I think, see, when I was started dating, I didn't know that men didn't know how to do stuff. Because my dad was the kind of dad where he gonna wash the car, change the oil, he gonna do the yard, paint the house, cut the tree down, we need something fixed, whatever. Like I go to my dad. So I just thought that was the standard for men. You know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful that my boyfriend now, thank God.
She got one of the few, okay?
I'm so thankful that he's like that. And like, if him and my dad in the room, I ain't even got to be there. They'll be like, hey, I got these new tools. You seen them new tools at Home Depot? Now this one, the solar power. I got you one too. Like, I don't even have to be there. And I like that. But I didn't know that men didn't like do stuff. And then also when I was dating men, because I never had to rely on no other man, I didn't expect them to do shit. Yeah. So I mean, I think sometimes they be like, damn, like, you know, I could do something for you. Oh, it's already done. My daddy did it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they would look for ways where they could like get in to show me, you know, whatever, like they care. But I think that's what it is. Because my parents too had a bad relationship and my dad was like, you know, mean, he was abusive to my mom. That's probably the things I feel like I internalized. Like, I'm always very cautious of men.
My dad was abusive too, but not to my mom.
Yeah, like, really?
Yeah, my dad beat my brother up one time. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because y'all know why y'all laugh. You laugh when it's awkward. But he beat my brother up one time really bad, and then he beat me up one time, and that was like, it only took one time, and that's why I don't talk to him, because it was like when he beat my brother up, he had a conversation with me, and he like basically chalked it up. It was like, oh yeah, you know, that's what men do. You gotta some whatever. Yeah. But he was like, I'll never treat you like that because you're a girl, like, and you don't do that to girls. And then lower and behold, like a couple years later, he pretty much did like the exact. When I say exact, because I literally saw him beat my brother. So he literally almost did the exact same thing to you, or he did do the exact same thing to me. So it was just kind of like, to me, it was like, you promised me that you would never do this to me. And his reasonings for it was because I was kissing a boy, was totally like,
it was too much. Yeah,
you ain't supposed to be slapping your child around the house in the face and dragging them around the house, beating them and stuff because they kissed a boy at 13. That's what they do. That's what little girls do.
And not only that, that's a good time for him to talk to you. See, that's why I wish my dad, or even both my parents, like, my parents talk to you, but they did it in their way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, even now, like, she told me this other day, I hope my mama never sees this, because she's gonna be like, you little bitch. She would never say little bitch. My mama don't like calling women to be worse, but you know, she'll be like, why you say that? But she was like, you know, if you need to talk to me, or if you need to confide in me, I want you guys to be able to come to me. And I said, Mama, are you gonna be open when I come to you? Like, are you gonna receive what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, my parents didn't really provide a safe space where I could go to them about anything. You know what I'm saying? I could go to them about certain stuff, or if I felt a way or whatever, but not anything. You know, we didn't have that kind of like
generation. Our parents, and now we're getting in a time. And if you have a parent who is, I'll say 50 and up, you know what I'm about to say. We're raising them. These niggas don't know nothing. And not saying that and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but like, I talk to my mom more about, okay, you need to go to therapy. You need to go talk to somebody. Yes. You need to go take a moment. You need to do this. Yeah. Have you done this? Have you checked this? You gonna go to the doctor? I do more telling my mom and telling her what to do and checking on her than she do for me.
Yeah, I tell my mom all the time she should go to therapy. She'd be like,
so
where you
yeah,
heard
we're
that
raising
at?
our parents right now, and they're not gonna be open.
And it's crazy because my parents had me young, like they were in their very early 20s when they had me. If they weren't 21 and like 23, so I was always the kid who my parents was the youngest out of everybody. And you would think that like with my parents being the youngest, they would be like cool. My parents was the strictest motherfuckers ever. Like they did not let me do a whole lot of stuff, and so now that they've gotten older, I would say more so my mom, because my dad has remarried and like he's going to counseling and things like that with the military and stuff. So he's kind of like evolved, because the way I'm describing my dad, how he was in my childhood, he's not like that now. I see some of that in him sometimes, but it's at certain moments, like when I know he getting pissed off. But like it's an all the time thing. He's different. Yeah. Whereas like my mom, it's like she's still kind of in defense mode. Like everything her and my dad went through has severely traumatized her. I'm just keeping it a book, and so she lives her life like this. Like always fighting. She always like ready. Not fighting like she confrontational, but fighting like
she got her guard up.
She has her guard up. Yeah, like she's very hesitant all the time. And so yeah, I mean sometimes even when I talk to my dad and he say little things about my mom, I had to be like, you did that.
It's your fault.
I hope I'm never.
Finger, you got 3 pointing back at you.
Yeah, I hope I'm never divorced. I know you can't nowadays. You don't know. Hell, I know most people don't get married to get divorced, but I really hope I don't have to go through that, because as a kid with divorced parents, it's like you in the middle all the time. You
literally have to pick a side, because you have to pick a primary home. You literally have to pick a side.
I was fortunate because I never had to like say that in court. My parents just went on and like decided or whatever.
I mean, my mama asked me and I told her, and so she took what I said to the court.
Oh, see, I never had to do any of that. My parents just went on and like they came to a decision basically. And I think basically my daddy was like, we're both girls. They should be with their mother. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. But everything else, it always feels like you in the middle. Like if your dad call and your mom be like, oh, who you on the phone with? I'm on the phone with dad. And what he want?
Well, see, my mama was never even like that. See, that's the crazy part. My mom to this day still be like, your dad might be in your wedding. You never know. And I'm like, that nigga's not invited. Like, and that will never change. That will never change. Hell, my daddy wasn't invited to his son's wedding. You think he gonna come to mine and act a fool?
Yeah. With certain stuff, I don't think it's anything wrong with cutting people off, because if you feel like a boundary that's yours has been crossed, then I think you should honor it. You know what I'm saying? You should listen to your own heart with that, like your own discernment. But for anybody else out there, I think time can heal wounds.
Yeah,
so
I think
it may not be the right time. You know what I'm saying? If you give your dad some time, he might come to you different once he's older. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I don't know.
I still encourage people to talk to their parents. Yeah, I'm an exception to the rule, and this is because like my dad, and this is not trying to even be funny, he is a narcissist. Like he has mental things like he
going
crazy,
on,
like real deal crazy, like just. And there have been things that have transpired even in the most recent years with my brother having his kid, and now my dad's a granddad and he doesn't want to acknowledge my nephew. Like there's things like, so if you don't want to acknowledge your grandson, hell, I know you ain't going to acknowledge your daughter for real.
Right.
Like, so it's like, you just have to crib. But I encourage, like, if your parent is genuinely reaching out to you, trying to build the actual relationship, to do it, because I would give probably anything in the world for my dad to like get hit in the head or something and wake up one day and be like, damn, I fucked up. I'm good now. Let me try to be better.
I mean, because at the end of the day, we all want our mom and dad. Yeah. We all want them in our life, you know. I know it's cases out there where people do crazy shit. So if that's your experience, ease on by this video.
That's why I said my dad is in his own fucked up boat out there in the sea of fucked upness.
But we all want the love, the affection, the approval of our parents, and you only get one mom, you only get one dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I lost my grandmother, because my mother's mom and her, they didn't have a great relationship. And so I feel like that's one of the saddest things is when a parent or somebody dies and y'all haven't gotten to have that closure. You know what I'm saying? And so you just kind of live your life. It's like a broken heart. You know what I mean? You never really get to mend that. So if you got them here and you can, even if sometimes they're not doing right by you, you know what? Still send your text or still send your whatever, just so you can feel like, you know what? I did the right thing on my end. Like sometimes you got to do that so you can have peace. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Or if you like me and you choose not to reach out to protect yourself, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Like, you have to use your own, like she said, discernment and analyze the situation what's best for you. Because again, some people are parents who had no business being parents, and you don't need them in your life. Like it's just it just is what it is.
I mean, if you got a young little story, and you know what I mean by that, like something like crazy dramatic, you can fast forward through this part because I understand. I probably wouldn't talk to him either, but like if it's something neutral,
if it's very like surface level 1, it ain't no abuse and real deep like scarring trauma and all of that. Y'all can work past that. Y'all can talk that out. Go to family counseling. I told my mom the other day we gonna have to go to counseling, and not because we just fucked up and I don't love her and she don't love me, but it's like there are things that have happened that now as an adult I realize there are things that she did or that she did or did not do as when I was a kid that I did harbor, emotions and feelings and resentment towards. And now we got to work through that because I don't want to, be harboring this for the rest of my life. Then I'll be 50 years old and now it's real deep and salty in there. So let's get this out now so we can grow and get a better relationship and all of that. We went deep. That was way deeper than I thought we was gonna go, but that was fun. Y'all. Love your parents, whether it be from a distance or up close. And then let's just end it with we saw Poor Minds Live last week. And they did amazing. Shout out to Drea and Lex P. The ass was assing.
The titties was tittying.
But they really are some beautiful women. Like they look exactly how they look online in person. I know a lot of people think that, but they do. A lot of people, very pretty. And that's rare. I hear that people look like how they look online in person, but they look exactly like what you think. The show was really good. It's just like the show you see online. I had a really good time. I enjoyed it. They
seeing them funny. Just let me know that it's possible for us. You know what I'm doable. Saying?
Because they've been doing it 4 years. They said, and it was their first year. We've been doing this 2.5. So technically, we 2 years away from my tour. We 2 years away from my tour.
Okay. But yeah, just seeing them, it really like motivated me, and it just made me feel like shit is possible. And like Lex said while we were there, she was like, you don't know who's listening to you because their big break came with Carlos and them. So I get so excited seeing young Black people, not just women, but young Black people living their purpose. I really do. And living in their purpose on their own terms. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the things they want to do, how they want to do it, saying things they want to say, how they want to say it. And it really does prove that like there's nothing you can't do. And I'm not talking about just like, because that's kind of an entertainment, sort of realm that we're in or whatever. They both majored in this too. So I feel like it was a destiny kind of a thing, that they even met and that they did this. But whatever it is, I just don't want people to put like limitations on themselves. And I feel like the sky is the limit. And, it's nothing you can't do. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree. It was inspiring just to again be in Birmingham, be at the Lyric Theater, see a live podcast. This is my first live podcast that I had went to, so I didn't really know what that would look like. What does a live podcast look like? And it's really just basically them sitting down on the stage talking to you. It's like a TED Talk. I mean, and
it's like a TED Talk and a party for them. Because they had a twerk contest.
Oh yeah, and games.
And I love seeing all the ladies out dressed up. And
it was only 3 niggas at that show. Yeah, there were no niggas. So y'all missed out because it was ass everywhere.
Yeah, but, in our little dresses and women in heels. I was in tennis shoes, baby.
I had a nice platform conversation.
But you know what I'm saying? Just makeup done, hair done, out with their friends, living carefree. I love to see that. I love to see that. We need more things like that here, honestly, in Birmingham. So I'm
excited
beautiful.
for us. I want to do a live show.
I do too. I can't wait for that to be us.
Bring some people out. But yeah, it was really fun. Again, shout out to them because this was their first tour, like I said. So and I think they pretty much have, from what they said, been doing really well on all their dates. So shout out to them. I'm happy for you all. If y'all need an opener for the next one, holla at us. And yeah, we
opener, apprentice.
Hey, we can go because first of all, the show started an hour later, and the DJ was just playing music. We could have went out there and had a whole pre-live podcast,
warm them up for you.
We could have came out there and talked to them about a couple things, and then y'all came out. Just like y'all had Neve or Ned. What's his name? Nav come out. And Neve is from Catfish. Nav
wrong show.
different show.
It was a wrong show.
They had Nav come out and say some jokes that I actually enjoyed him. He was really
funny.
Because when he came out in the little sugar daddy outfit,
that had me.
Because I really thought they was gonna bring somebody else out. I'm thinking, maybe they had Carlos in the bag, Chico or somebody. They brought that nigga out in the Old Navy matching set.
Man,
or he said he got it from Fashion Nova.
That had me dying.
Yeah, but it was a good night. Show. So shout out to them.
And shout out to Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon was there with us.
That's it, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. It's been a quiet week so far. Well, not quiet because I know Donald Trump just got caught with all them boxes of documents he stole. But did we expect anything less? Of course the nigga stole. Of course.
I'm not surprised by that.
What else? It is kind of happened.
Keep washing your hands, y'all. Monkeypox is out here.
And HIV and everything. I saw some statistics that said Alabama got a high ass HIV rate.
Yeah,
y'all better go get tested, y'all. I know I say that a lot on this, but it's because I'm trying to save your life. I'd rather you go be uncomfortable for a couple minutes than now you popping pills and uncomfortable for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Wow. So you see that girl with Nick Cannon and them. She can't even walk.
Damn.
See that?
Yeah, y'all be safe, y'all. The world has always been and probably always will be a crazy place. So protect yourself and make smart decisions. Have good friends. Surround yourself with peace, joy, love, and positivity. Make sure you follow us on all our platforms. It's below @_BBPC @_BBPC because I realize I say that fast sometimes. So y'all can hear again. My personal is also @TheRealAbnayana on Instagram and @_Abnayana_ on Twitter.
And I am Jessie JESSI _Monique MONIQUE on Instagram and Monique with 2 E's on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. We love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting us. Watch out for our new episode. After this one, we're gonna have Polar Jocks on our show.
Yes, they're gonna be on the episode coming out next week. So and it was a really good time. So
great time, great conversation. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Later, babe.
Girls acting loose, fat girl acting snotty. Let it go, girl. Let it out, girl. Turn that ass like you came up out the south, girl. But then I drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty. Bad girl acting naughty, church girl, don't hurt nobody.
Do it, baby, stick it, baby, move it, baby,